Did you hear about this Chinese lady called Kanghua? I might be butchering her name. So basically, she's a fitness influencer, and she was in a weight loss boot camp in Cleveland, Ohio, and she collapsed during the boot camp. She collapsed and died. It's an extreme case of somebody, doing some kind of very high intensity workout. So she basically starved herself and then doing high intensity workout. So it was kind of dawn on her, and all the pressure. She lost like 80 pounds in like 6 months. So the doctor says it's a rare case of rhabdomyolysis. So it's basically you work out so hard and starve yourself, and your muscles just give out. So they give out, and then she passed out. This is the kind of stuff I want to talk to you about in this video. This is a very extreme case. I mean, she starved herself at the same time working hard. So the whole goal of, and I don't know why people do this, I see people go to the gym and they work themselves to, like, basically, okay, so you feel like you have a problem and you're trying to get rid of this weight. So the weight is just bothering you, and you take your frustration to the gym, which is the wrong place, because I can't count how many times I've talked to my brothers and sisters, I've talked to my friends. I just started a conversation about, eating healthy or getting fit. And then the first thing that comes to their mind is, oh yeah, I have a gym membership. That's the first thing they think, is the gym. So if you have this kind of notion, I think you want to reverse it. If anybody talks about weight loss, getting fit, any kind of healthy eating or anything like that, if the first thing you think of is the gym, then you got your mind all wrong. Your thinking is screwed up. The first thing you should think about is the food. That's what you do every day anyways. So if you want to take your frustration to anything else, it's gonna be either your diet or your nutrition plan. That is the first thing. And I see people, they have this problem. Okay, if you have a problem, it doesn't matter what it is. You might be a drinking problem, gambling, any kind of thing. The first thing that, and this is a very important tip. The first thing you want to think of getting help, and the first place you want to go to is your public library. Check yourself in a public library, not to read or anything, and not to get books, even though that is important. Talk to one of the receptionists there at the public library. They'll give you flyers about therapy, support group, everything, and usually it's for free, because believe it or not, the state wants you to be in your right mind, your right body. And because what does that do? It has like law-abiding citizen that can pay taxes and stuff like that. But that's a topic for another video. So, but you're taking your frustration to the gym, and you're trying to get gym membership. So the whole point that I'm trying to get is, if you take your frustration on your nutrition plan, you will lose weight faster. And then the gym is just to tone your body to have that sculpture. Otherwise, if you just, let's say, starve yourself to death, you'll be losing body mass. You will not have that nice sculpture, like most guys call it, ripped. You will not be ripped and built, because you want to be ripped and built. You just don't want to lose weight and then look like you're sick. Anyways, that's a topic for another video. But the whole point is, Take your frustration to your nutrition plan. And what is your nutrition plan comprised of? So you want to eat. Most people say now, most people, or it doesn't matter, doctors and therapists and coaches, they say you want to eat like 40% of carbs, 30% protein, and 30% fat. But I say 50% protein, 30% carbs, and then 20% fat. Now, why is this? Because from my experience, 50% protein makes you full faster, and it lasts all day. So you get full and it lasts all day. That's what you want. You want to feel full. You don't want to feel hungry, hungry, hungry. If you reverse and put more carbs, then you feel hungry, you wind up eating junk. This is the kind of stuff you can do. There is even certain plan, like fruit. Now, here's a Q-tip. If you want to go into fasting, there's a good way that I found that I'm telling you, you can drop 2-3 pounds a day, but then you're not starving yourself. So try grapes, like the red grapes. Just go on a red grape fast. Just try this for 2 days and see how much weight loss, how much weight you can lose in 2 days. Just go on a complete red fruit. So it is very simple. You eat nothing else. Now you can have your coffee, your tea, but if you're about to eat, just eat grape. If you're hungry, eat grapes. Just grapefruit. I'm not grapefruit, sorry. Just grapes. Like those little tiny grapes. You eat just that, you drink water. If you're hungry, eat just that and drink water. So basically, you're not starving yourself. You have something in your stomach, but then you lose weight. So this is the kind of stuff. So if you want to take your frustration, kind of go that route, because you're not going to get yourself to a point where you collapse because you're trying to lose weight in a gym. So the third thing now that I'll talk about when it comes to this, having a good nutrition plan, is you want to have, so focus on what you can control. You see, even at the gym, most people, they get themselves in hot water because they're focusing on what they can't control. Like if you have a good meal plan and then you have a schedule routine, maybe you have a time when you drink, you hydrate yourself, you drink enough water, you have a certain time that you sleep, maybe 6, 7, 8 hours, or even 9 hours, and then you have a scheduled time that you work out maybe 2 to 3 times a week. So if you have all this, that's what you have control over. You have control over. So what I'm trying to say is focus on the things that you have control over. So you have control over how much effort you put at the gym, but you don't have control over how much weight you can lose, because our body is connected. Our body is embedded in the universe. It's part of the universe. As long as you're here, you're part of the universe. So I'm not going to go into this, but just know that. So you don't have control over that. Because if you had control over how much weight loss, maybe you'll be in a different planet or somewhere else in space, but you are embedded right here now. And there's other forces, there's gravity and all these other forces that you have. So what I'm saying is focus on the things that you have control, like the time you work out, the kind of workout you do, and when you sleep, because all of this have something to do with how much weight you lose, hydration, all those stuff. So so don't have less sleep and then walk yourself out to death in the gym. So this is kind of like the kind of like the wrong way to go about it. So I'm not gonna go ahead and be rambling in this video, but you get the point. If you want to like kind of learn more about this or have somebody to hold your hand, just go ahead and click on the link below and book a call with me, and I'll see you on the other page. Bye for now.